I'm Dr. Dan, and we're talking about glutathione, and these are Glutathione Basics, and the purpose here is just to give you a quickie overview, but I really want you to pique your curiosity, so you'll spend some time doing your own reading up on glutathione so you'll understand how important it is to you. Glutathione is absolutely essential for preventing chronic disease, including things like cancer, heart disease, dementia. It's key for the prevention and treatment of things like autistic spectrum disorder and Alzheimer's disease. Now, you don't have to take my word for any of these. This is all written up in thousands and thousands of articles. In fact, there are about 89,000 articles written about glutathione. So now you couldn't read all those, but you can get a good overview by spending a little bit of time reading up. So if glutathione is so important, how come more people don't know about it? And of course, it's the standard answer that there's no pill. If there were a pill that would raise your glutathione that cost about 20 bucks a pill, you better believe you'd hear about it. It'd be on TV, it would be, your doctor would talk to you about it. But because this is all left to the natural world, the only way to increase your glutathione is through natural means. So it's not going to happen. So you're going to have to depend on videos like this and other sources to get your information about these key things. So how do you know if your glutathione levels are up or not? And I wish I could tell you there's a simple blood test, but there is no simple, reliable, economical test for glutathione right now that's available to the general public. Researchers, of course, have their methods, but that's not applicable to you and I. So now the other thing you could do too is do some genetic testing, but why do that? Again, you're going to spend some time and money only to find out, which you can pretty much figure out on your own. If you have any kind of chronic issue whatsoever, you're probably glutathione deficient, with a high percentage. So if you have any kind of autoimmune disorder or fibromyalgia or heart problems or cancer, you can pretty much bet that glutathione is one of the issues. So what is glutathione doing? Well, it's actually three major roles. It's a key antioxidant, it's a primary detox agent, and it's an immune regulator. So that should be enough for you right there, right? So we've got an environment that has pesticides, herbicides, lead, arsenic, mercury, all these things we're exposed to. And glutathione is like a bouncer in a nightclub. It ushers out the guys that aren't supposed to be there and leaves the ones that are. And of course, that's what glutathione does. So it's going to usher these things I just mentioned. It's going to usher them out of your body so that you can be healthier. And according to some studies, even if you get a toxic overload of mercury or lead, you're not going to be damaged as long as your glutathione levels are adequate. And if you're glutathione depleted, then you're going to suffer some consequences. So how do you keep up your glutathione levels? Well, the first thing is to stop putting toxins in your body. So you vote a few times a year or a few times a decade with at the ballot box, for politicians or policies, that kind of thing. But you vote every day with your dollar. So I want you to start voting wisely with your dollar, and I recommend free-range organic. Cheap eggs. You can buy a dozen eggs for a couple bucks. But why do you think they're cheap? Or you can spend $4.50 or $5, but the difference is the way these chickens are handled and raised, and your body knows the difference, even if you can't tell by the label or the carton that they come in. It's the same with all your fruits and vegetables too. So look for free-range organic. That will be the good start to helping out your glutathione levels. You can also eat at least several times a week broccoli and cauliflower, kale, garlic, onions. These things all have high sulfur content to help your body have the available cysteine to attach on the glutathione. It's the sulfur part of that molecule that helps attach to these pesticides or heavy metals to move them out of your body. The other thing you can do is take some supplements. Now there are some key ones: alpha-lipoic acid, NAC, N-acetylcysteine, vitamin C, vitamin E help, as does folic acid and B12. So if you want to get all those in one place, you get Apex Neuro-PTX. and most people report when they start taking that, they can tell the difference right away in their brain and brain function and their energy. So I recommend that product. Also, we recommend LifeWave glutathione patches. I won't explain those right now, but we've been using those for over a decade, and we still highly recommend them and use them ourselves. So those are a couple things you can do to help improve your own glutathione levels, and that will help you to manage this chronic stress. And again, the point of this video is not to tell you everything about glutathione, because obviously they eat 89,000 articles. How am I going to do that? But I can at least say pique your interest so that you can spend a little time, find why you need glutathione and how you can improve it yourself. So these are some helpful tips for you here, and I hope that was helpful. So thanks a lot.